Hey, in today's market, is it better to buy an existing home or buy a newly constructed home and have it built for you? Now, they both have pros and cons. I'm going to cover both of them right now, so stay tuned. So, one of the biggest challenges facing today's home buyer is just finding the right home to buy. I mean, there's very few listings to choose from, but also there's new construction ramping up again. So, a lot of buyers are thinking, should I get an existing home or should I go for a newly built home? Now, each option has pros and cons. I'm going to go through those today, and you be the judge whether or not you should include new construction homes in your home search. Check it out. So first, let's go ahead and start with new construction. When you buy a new construction home, typically it's going to be more energy efficient than an older home. Now, that being said, you can retrofit an older home with this technology and make it more energy efficient, but right out of the box, so to speak, the new construction home is going to be a lot more energy efficient for you. When you have a new home, it has new things inside the home, which means you're not going to have to go out and repair leaky faucets, paint shutters, fix the carpet, etc. It's all going to be new. Oh, and one more thing, a lot of times new homes will come with warranties so that if something does go wrong, you're covered. So another solid benefit to a new construction home is customization. If you want certain kind of flooring, countertops, tile in the bathroom, you can do that with a new construction home. They'll have a menu to pick from, different finishes, colors, styles, etc. With an existing home, you're kind of stuck with what the previous owner decided to put in there, and it's up to you to fix it if you want to. So what are the downsides to a new home? Well, first of all, the upgrades will get you. It's advertised as a base model, but then you realize, well, I want double pane windows. I want to have tile instead of carpet. And little by little, these upgrades will add up to where your finishing price for the home you really want is going to be a lot more than the advertised price that got you out there in the lot. Another thing is that when you work with a rep to build a new home, that representative is not your agent. That representative represents the builder, and they're representing the builder's best interest, which means their job is to get you to spend more and more and not necessarily get the most favorable terms when buying that house. Now, good news, most builders will work with realtors just like any other home. So, cool. So just keep that in mind, okay? Last thing is timing. If you want to move into somewhere right away, that's not going to happen with a newly built home usually. It takes time to actually build a newly built home, especially if you can get customized for the things you want. So be prepared to spend some time waiting for your home to be built. If you have to be in somewhere in a hurry, that's probably not going to be the best option for you. So let's talk about existing homes. One of the cool things about buying an existing home is that you get to negotiate the price with the homeowner. There's a market precedent set for the price of that home versus a builder who bases their price off of their corporate algorithms and their building and material costs. So if you want to negotiate, an existing home will be best. So for existing homes, the biggest benefit is going to be the neighborhood. People don't even think about that, but most people want to live in an established neighborhood with good schools, fun things to do, parks, places to go. Existing, well-developed neighborhoods usually are not brand new lots waiting to be built. They have homes, they have streets, they have parks. Those are the things that make you want to live there. But there's usually not going to be brand new homes being built in that lot by developers. So existing homes, what you get, yeah, you have to buy a house that someone else designed, but you get the neighborhood, you get the lifestyle that you want. New construction homes typically are built on new subdivisions where the entire subdivision is lots being built with new homes. You don't know who your neighbor's going to be. You don't know what kind of amenities are going to be around there in that neighborhood. You're kind of buying based on future speculation of how cool the area is going to be in the near future, but you don't know for sure. And finally, again, for existing homes, timing comes into play, right? You can move into an existing home according to a timeline that you and the seller work out between yourselves. With a new construction home, you have to wait for the home to be built. That usually has a schedule, but sometimes with material shortages, especially during COVID, weather sometimes, that can push it back, meaning you really are at the mercy of the building process when it comes to new construction versus an existing home. It's already built. Now, barring there's something that happens during your escrow process, which I can cover in different videos, you're going to know exactly when you're making your move into an existing home, which is something people want to know, especially if they don't like being homeless from one home to another. All right, guys, so the bottom line is this. Whether you go with an existing home or a new construction home, they both can be great options for you. They both have their pros and cons. Now, every person, every couple, every family, they're all going to have their own criteria for their home that's going to influence which way they go. So if you have any questions about whether you should get an existing home or a new construction home or renovate an older home into a newly rebuilt home, I'd love to answer those questions for you. Give me a call. My information will be on this video somewhere, and I'll help you out. Until next time, guys, I'll see you.